Hey guys, I just wanted to answer a question that a lot of our clients have been asking us. Is it possible to build muscle while in a calorie deficit? But before I do, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Fine Fit YouTube channel. So, is it possible to build muscle while in a calorie deficit? Well, yes, but it depends. So, it depends on a number of things. Number one, how much fat do you have to lose? And I'm going to do the second point with this point as well. So how much fat do you have to lose and how long have you been lifting weights consistently? So there's a thing called newbie gains. So basically, someone who's new to lifting weight and exercise will lose weight and gain muscle a lot quicker than somebody who has been consistently lifting weights over a period of time. So basically, they did a study in the US Sports Academy where they got 16 new people in and they put them on a 14-week program. So basically what happened was they lost about 14 pounds of fat on this program, but they also gained upwards of 10 pounds of muscle over the 14 weeks. That wouldn't happen for someone who has been building muscle consistently for years. It's just kind of it's a newbie thing that you can just do if you're only new to lifting weights. Another thing, muscle memory. So muscle memory is basically someone who's been lifting weights consistently for a long period of time, then they take a break for maybe 2 to 3 months, and then they get back into it. Basically, your body will build that muscle back a lot easier than it would have if you had not done it before. So that's muscle memory. So basically, if you're in the gym, let's just say you're a football player, you're off for the summer, and you get back into training, you might have gained a bit of fat, lost a bit of muscle, but within maybe 3 to 4 weeks, you're probably back to where you were 3 months beforehand. So that's muscle memory. So number 3, what is your protein intake? Protein, apart from lifting weights, protein is probably the single most important factor in building muscle. There was a 2016 done by the McMaster University that basically they got 2 groups of men. They gave them a 60% calorie goal of their maintenance calories. So they were in a 40% calorie deficit, and they got them training for, I think it was about 6 to 8 weeks. And basically what they did was they gave half the group a 1 gram per pound of body weight protein goal, and they gave the other half of that. So they gave it a 0.5 grams protein per pound of body weight. So after the study, obviously both groups lost fat, but the group that had the 1 gram per pound of body weight actually gained 2.5 pounds of muscle over the 6 to 8 weeks, purely from their higher protein intake, even though they both had the same calorie deficit. And then the group that had the 0.5 grams per pound of body weight, they didn't lose any muscle, but they didn't gain any either. So protein is absolutely essential in muscle building. Next, how is your sleep? We all know that sleep is absolutely essential for growth and repair of muscles. If you're not sleeping properly, then your body's not going to get the time to make them micro repairs and fill your muscles full of the protein that you're eating. So if you're not sleeping, you're just going to excrete whatever protein you're eating and you're not going to get anywhere. And then lastly, what is your goal? So if you have a fat loss goal, that should be your goal. Personally, I think it will be difficult to gain muscle while you're losing fat. It's not that it's impossible, but it is more difficult. So my recommendation is, if you have a fat loss goal, stick to it. Get down to whatever your goal weight is, and once you hit that goal weight, then maybe focus on your muscle building. Obviously, if you are new to lifting weights and exercising, you will gain a certain amount of muscle while you're losing your fat. But once you get to that kind of close to your fat loss goal, your muscle gain in a calorie deficit will decrease slightly, just as a percentage of your body weight, basically. But once you hit that weight loss goal, there's no reason you can't up your calories into maybe a slightly 200, 300 calorie surplus to start making them muscle gains. But to answer the question, is it possible to build muscle while in a calorie deficit? Yes, but it depends. If you're extremely overweight and new to it, you can gain a lot of muscle. If you've been doing it for a long time, it's going to be a lot harder. So my recommendation is, if you want to lose fat, get in a calorie deficit, lose the fat. If you want to gain muscle, get into your fat, get to your weight, your goal weight first, and then maybe add that surplus and start trying to build some muscle, okay? Thanks for the question, guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.